Sorry if you can hear the dryer going. Hey guys, it's Barbs, and today I'm going to be talking about things that I no longer purchase. I just recently watched Allison Anderson's video on this, and I know she's not the originator of this video, but I will link her video down below because I really liked hers. I also just watched a video by Marissa Potts that was talking about things that you can do to cut down on your own personal waste. I thought her video was really good too, and kickstarted some of the things that I was thinking that I really didn't purchase anymore. I make a really big effort to not purchase anything that's not cruelty free. I also just try to do my part in not creating as much waste and purchasing things that are not as bad for the environment. I also follow Shellbizzle here on YouTube, and she has coined eco-minimalism, which I think is a great term because she defines it as reducing the things that you own and being more minimalist, but for the cause of trying to reduce your carbon footprint to help the environment. So I feel like that's kind of where I land, because I feel like I'm not at the top of the consumeristic lifestyle, but I'm definitely not all the way at the bottom of minimalist, because I do like to have things, but I try to only have things that have a purpose and that I use regularly, and not things that just like look nice, you know what I mean? If you like videos similar to this, I will link my things I regret spending my money on video. I will have all of those videos I mentioned linked down below. Let's just get into it. I kind of have these categorized by room in my house. We're gonna start in the bathroom. I don't purchase loofahs anymore. I actually purchased this little silicone scrubber from Bath & Body Works, but you can get these anywhere. It has like a nice handle on the back. I think it works great. I just put the body wash down in there, and I've also used it with regular bar soap, and it worked fine. It lathers up nicely. I'm pretty sure like the life of silicone is like over 10 years. You don't even have to replace your loofah with something like this. I just did because I personally like using something to kind of give myself a gentle exfoliation, but you could definitely just use your hands or a washcloth. Disposable razors and toothbrushes. I have a Quip toothbrush and I have a Flamingo razor, and I just buy the replacement heads for both of those. Quip is on a subscription. They send you a new head every 3 months. Flamingo I actually purchased at Target. I know that there's still waste being created, but I do think it cuts down a lot because I'm not throwing away the entire like razor and the handle and the whole toothbrush every single time. It's at least reducing the waste. I really like the Quip toothbrushes and the Flamingo razors. If you're looking for a subscription service razor, Billy is a really good brand. I've just personally never tried them because I already have a Flamingo razor. Dollar Shave Club or Harry's, any of those, if you are someone that shaves, would be a really good alternative to buying the disposable ones. I know a lot of people don't use shaving cream. I feel like I haven't gotten there yet, which is funny because when I first started shaving when I was a teenager, I didn't use shaving cream. I just used water. For some reason, I just started to get into shaving cream. I think my friend told me that it would prevent little bumps and stuff like that, so I tried it. If I ever try to go back, it's kind of hard because obviously the shaving cream makes it a lot smoother, but I definitely think it's something that I could go back to. If 14-year-old me was shaving without shaving cream, 24-year-old me should be able to do that as well. Something I don't purchase anymore is tampons and pads. I have a whole video about the Salt Soft Cup. If you want to see it, I'll link it here. I love that thing. Menstrual cups are the way to go. I feel like they're the future and everyone should definitely at least give them a try. I don't purchase like little trash can liners anymore. I used to purchase little tiny ones, and then I realized that they were a big waste of money and really bad for the environment because I was really just buying them to literally throw them away. Obviously, I still purchase like large trash can liners for like my main trash can in the kitchen. You don't really have an option on that. Or if I have plastic bags from like the grocery store, I've been using those, but I'm actually out of those now because I always take my reusable bags to the grocery stores. I've just been throwing my trash in the can with no liner. And honestly, it's been totally fine because I just don't feel like you're really throwing away like gross stuff in your bathroom trash can or in your laundry room or your office like you are in the kitchen. It's just empty shampoo bottles and stuff like that. I no longer purchase nail files. If Simply Nailogical saw the way that I file my nails, she would die. I used to get the cardboard nail files, the ones that were like strong, hard grip, and I would just I know you're not supposed to go back and forth. I did purchase a glass nail file. I actually got this one at TJ Maxx. I thought it was super cute. It does take some getting used to, I will say. If you don't like the nails on the chalkboard, then you're gonna hate this. But some people I know just hate nail files in general. Like they clip their nails because they cannot stand the feeling of a nail file, and like I get it. But if you're someone who wants to file your nails and you can stand like fingernails on glass, it's not bad. I like it. It just took a little bit for me to get used to. Apparently you can like just wash these or rinse them off or whatever. I mean, I'm probably never gonna do that, but they're like good forever. So this one may come back to bite me in the ass later on if I like end up purchasing more. But as of right now, I have no intentions of purchasing any more hair ties. I have these hair ties, the ones that look like old school telephone cords. I wonder if there's anyone watching this video that doesn't know what that is.
Say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Anyway, I love these. These are great. Also have satin scrunchies. I like using these mostly just hang out around the house because they're not very good at like actually holding your hair because they're so slick. And then I have velvet scrunchie, and this is really good for holding your hair in place. Like, you're gonna be good. So I have these 3 types of hair ties, and I feel like I don't need to buy any more. I've mentioned this before, but I also don't purchase makeup wipes anymore. I bought these a while back. They're like magic makeup towel thing, but they're like little pads like this. You just wet them and they're like microfiber, and you just get the stuff off. So I love these, and I think it's softer on your face, better for your face, and better for the planet. So moving into the laundry room. I don't purchase dryer sheets anymore. I actually purchased some of the wool dryer balls, and we just keep them in the dryer all the time. And you can also get the silicone dryer balls. Either one of those are good alternatives to buying dryer sheets all the time. I am also no longer buying lint rollers. This one might be like a cheat because I have not technically purchased the thing that I'm about to talk about. But at Amazon, they have reusable lint roller for your body. Pretty much everyone's heard of the Chom Chom roller, which I'm planning on getting that as well for like my furniture. But this is like specifically one that is for your clothes. Planning on just purchasing that when my lint roller gets really close to the end of its life, because I just had like 1 roll left. And then I'm no longer going to purchase those because it's literally just a piece of sticky paper that I throw away every time I use it. And although it's very convenient and pretty well effective, I think that this reusable version of it could also be. I'm no longer going to purchase batteries. I plan to purchase one of those rechargeable battery hub things from Amazon and the batteries that go with it, and just swap things out. I try to not purchase items that require batteries anyway, just because I just don't like having to change out batteries. I feel like the batteries never last and you have to throw them away and get more all the time. So I like to get things that are just rechargeable. That has cut down on how many batteries I use in my home anyway. I think that's something that most people wouldn't think about, but it's actually a pretty simple change and will end up saving me money in the long run. Moving into the kitchen, something I no longer purchase anymore is K-Cups. I remember when Keurigs were like all the rage, and they are really nice because you're only making 1 cup of coffee. But those little pods are so wasteful. Don't quote me on this, but I did hear that the creator of the Keurig regrets creating that system just because of the waste that it's produced. You can buy K-Cups that have like a biodegradable outside, which is really great. What we've done is just got one of those little like K-Cup holders for coffee grounds, and we just buy regular coffee and put it in there. I think it's actually a lot less expensive anyway, because K-Cups are not cheap, which understandably so. It's tons of plastic for 1 cup of coffee. I'm not a big coffee drinker, but my boyfriend actually likes coffee grounds better than the K-Cups. This has been something that I've not purchased for years, but in light of everything going on, I thought I would mention this just because people seem to be flocking to buy these things, and it's disinfectant wipes. I just buy disinfectant spray. That stuff lasts me forever. I feel like I clean pretty regularly. We've had the same bottle of antibacterial spray for over a year now, and we still have some left in it. I could not believe when I went to the grocery store seeing this empty on the shelves is bottled water. Most of us live in a place where we have access to clean drinking water, and if you still don't feel comfortable with the water that comes out of your sink straight, because I totally get it, I have a pitcher that filters water. We didn't even get the name brand Brita one. We got the Target brand Up and Up, and it works just as fine. It's just really nice. You just fill it up, stick it in the fridge, and there's always cold water in there. I can't believe it took me as long as it did to swap over. Plastic sandwich bags and plastic containers, I do not purchase those anymore. What I do have is like little glass containers. I mean, they do have plastic lids, but they're pretty sturdy, so they're not breaking as easily. They don't get stained with like spaghetti and look orange, you know what I'm talking about. You can also buy like reusable Ziploc bags, but we've never had to buy those. Same thing with parchment paper and paper plates. I haven't bought paper plates in years. I know a lot of people like to buy them because they're convenient. I mean, that's definitely why I was buying them, so I could just throw my whole plate away when I was done eating, but it's so wasteful. You can buy non-stick silicone baking sheets on Amazon. Those silicone baking sheets you can just throw in the dishwasher and then they're good to go. This is like a weird thing, and I'm not saying that you should do this, but when I moved from my old apartment into this house, I actually gave all of my glasses to my sister-in-law, because the whole entire time I had lived in that apartment, I never once drank from that glass. I always used a mug or an insulated tumbler. I just find that any of those that keep your drink cold are so much nicer than a glass. The glass sweats, and then you have a ring, and it just doesn't keep your drink cold at all. The only time I use mugs are for coffee or like orange juice. I know that's a popular thing for people to ask for when they get married or when they move into a new house, but for me, I could pass on that. I don't even care to have a single drinking glass in my home. Moving on to clothing. Cute pajamas. I love looking at the cute pajamas at Victoria's Secret. I would purchase them and then they would just sit in my drawer until I got rid of them because I never wore cute pajamas. I guess I thought, oh, if I go on vacation with some friends and I want to look cute while I'm going to sleep. No, we're all wearing our gym shorts and a t-shirt. I'm never gonna wear cute pajamas. I'm just not that bitch. So the next thing is novelty clothing. You could also put this in the category of like special occasion clothing, but novelty clothing is something like the dragon onesie that I have hanging in my closet. I have definitely got my wear out of that, but I would not buy something like that again. If you're in a frat or a sorority and like you're gonna be at parties every weekend and you want to be known as the onesie girl, go for it. But for me, I'm not living that life, so I definitely don't need that dragon onesie anymore. It's just sitting in my closet. Purses is something else that I don't buy anymore. I went through a heavy purse phase. I talked about that in my things I regret spending my money on video. When I go into TJ Maxx now, I like don't even go to that section. I've got my backpack that I love and have clearly let define my personality. I don't need anything else until that one breaks. The last thing that I do not purchase anymore are physical books. There's somebody out there saying, you probably don't even read it all, bitch. I used to be one of those people that was like, I love holding the physical book, but save a tree, buy an ebook. It's actually cheaper than the physical book anyway. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have anything that you have stopped purchasing, put it down below. I want to hear it. Everybody else might want to hear it. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.